on to, say it with me, it's everybody's favorite new show called, what do we call it, Seth?
We call it Start Your Engines.
Go your engines! How are we doing tonight, boys and girls?
Doing great. Can't wait to get this show going. For anyone in the comments that have questions for Justin and I, we'd be happy to debate it with you and talk about the upcoming race weekend.
So, first and foremost, I I want to get your reaction, cause you Chef, you don't pay attention to the news like I do, but if you can see Kyle versus Cookie today, it was announced. We now know who the cookie is going to be for Connor Lewis. It's going to be Randall Berlin.
I like that. I like that a lot. I think he's going to do very, very well with Connor, and I can't wait to see where it goes.
Yeah, I really can't wait either. Um, so what with that, what do you expect out those two relationship um all all year long?
Yeah, I think it's going to be great for Connor. I think it gives him the ability to show what he's really capable of and have someone that is there that has been in the sport and can really help him shine. And I'm really eager to see how he does. I think Connor Zilic is definitely a well-rounded driver, right? He's a driver that can win on pretty much any given racetrack. And I think it's going to give him the opportunity to learn at the Cup Series level, but as well as kind of where it needs to be later on in his career. I think it's a great stepping stone for him.
Yes, I really do think it's a great stepping stone for him. Uh, so I see that we have two people joining us in chat right now. Thanks for joining us.
Hello,
Um,
Zion.
so
Thanks for joining.
anyway, so let's get into the weekend stuff. Where do you want to start?
Wow, what a weekend over in New Hampshire. Oh my goodness. Very, very fun. I was grateful to watch it with this guy over here, virtually to my left. But yeah, it was a great race. I thought had a great pace throughout the entirety. Um, I wasn't really shocked that Ford had that much performance. I think that, you know, Penske did very, very well. They were up front, and who else but Josh Berry? That's the person I'm really going to put a lot of faith in and really give him a lot of credit because he drove an amazing race, especially after getting wrecked. He did everything he had to do to be able to get up there, back to the front. I mean, clearly he had the car to beat. So I think that if you want to look at that, I think that Josh Berry, especially on short tracks or mile tracks, he's definitely a threat to win. But I'm very happy Ryan Blaney won as well, and he moves on to the round of 8.
Yeah. So with that, uh, let's cover a little bit, if we could please, on Josh Berry's luck in the first round. It was great to see the Woodbirds have a solid run on Sunday, wasn't it?
Yeah, given what happened in the first round with him, I was really, really impressed by his performance. I think that he just had bad luck. I mean, how do you finish last in 3 straight races and get wrecked in lap 1 at Darlington? I mean, it really hinders your confidence, right? When you have something that happens like that over and over and over again. Hello to everyone in the chat, but you know, I, I believe that really is a good character thing for Josh, right? Is because he went out there and really performed at New Hampshire after everything that happened the last 3 weeks. So I think that's going to be really good for him in the future. And I think that when you have that kind of mentality, um, you deserve to be in the car, and he really showed that.
Yeah, yeah. I just got done talking with a friend named Doug Miller, and Doug is someone that really um I admire his never give up attitude, just like Josh Bailey has. Josh Bailey has that never give up attitude. You hear that the Wood Brothers are getting really fast cars to him now, like they have been all year long. I mean, shoot, he wouldn't make the playoff if it would have been for Las Vegas, I believe. But it's like it could show what you can do when you don't give up.
Yeah, I think that that mentality is really great. I can't wait to kind of see what's to expect for him in Kansas. I think that there's going to be a lot of talking points going into Kansas. I can get into it, but me as a Ty Gibbs fan, I was really disappointed in the spin that happened in New Hampshire, and kind of hearing the radio between Denny and Ty. I'm not very impressed by Denny's character. Prove me wrong or don't agree with me. But when you say, "All right, we'll see you later. Thanks for stopping in," but when you look at Ty, he's going to win races. I have faith in that. He wants to go there and win races, and for Denny to be like, "Oh, you got to step aside and let me go," so I have a chance to win to get into to the next round. No, all those drivers are there to win. All those drivers there are to do what they need to do for their team. Yes, you don't want to race near as hard against those guys, but you don't flat out wreck a teammate. And what I really like about Ty was if you looked at his interview, this is hilarious. Do you remember when Kyle Busch in Phoenix is like, I can't wait to get back in my race car like 4 times with the media?
Yeah,
That's exactly what Ty did. And
yeah,
he really, what was really interesting is on the radio after he wrecked, he only said 2 words. Only 2 words. Game on. So I
mm,
don't know what we expect from that. I think that there's a lot of drama, a lot of interesting things to unpack there. Because JGR definitely is probably going to do very, very well in Kansas. I think that they're going to be up front. But if you're going to put drivers that I think are going to do well next week, I'd put 2311 up there as well. I think I think Tyler Reddick. I'm going to put money on Tyler Reddick. I think he's going to do very, very well. This is where he kind of shines. He does a lot better at these kind of environments, these kind of tracks. 2311 has won in Kansas a couple times prior, with Bubba Wallace as well as I don't believe Tyler's won there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Bubba has won there twice under 2311. Kurt Busch won there in the 45. So yes, don't believe Tyler won it, but Kurt Busch did when the series was getting there. So Justin, I kind of want your opinion on like what do you expect heading in with the amount of drama that's gone from New Hampshire to Kansas? What do you kind of expect, man, for the racing craft and the quality going into Kansas?
um, I kind of expect what you see at Kansas. Good, clean, side by side racing, and you know they say Monday morning they had a meeting with Ty Gibbs and everyone. So I mean, it's one of those things you just don't know if it's over until they get on track.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really interesting. I don't think Ty's gonna do anything egregious,
No,
because that's his teammate, right? It's different when it's a teammate to teammate rivalry. You kind of got to be smart, and Coach Gibbs really said
I
it right.
love I love Coach Gibbs and what he stands for.
Yeah, you and me too, you and me both. But got a signature on my hat. That's how much I like him. But yeah, I think when he got interviewed after the events that happened between the two drivers, Jenny and Ty, he was like, "Those are the drivers. I give full faith on what the drivers do, because they have the wheel in hand. They can do whatever they need to do to settle this." And I like that he backs out and he's just like, "Let the drivers do what they need to do. Plain and simple, clear as day."
Hmm.
Because they got the ability. They're behind the wheel of these things. I think the emotion just gets really high, especially when you're in the race and you're performing, uh, and you're doing your job basically. So I think that that's going to make a big difference. Is that the drivers get full? They get that. Coach Gibbs has full faith in all four of his drivers.
Yes. Um, I do believe uh for drivers there there's always going to be controversy, but I do believe that this is over between Denny Hamlin and Ty Gibbs. And let me tell you why. I don't think Gibbs, if I know Coach Gibbs, he is a Christian man and he doesn't, you know, he doesn't put up with too much. Um, and that family, I'll say it here, is really, really good. Um, both you and I have had experiences with Coach Gibbs. Um, he's been on the YouTube channel before, a- and I just admire what he stands for.
Oh, me too. Every one of them in the family is really great. And what's nice is I've had the opportunity to know Ty personally, and we've had a relationship before, and it's really cool that I get to be with someone of that caliber. And I wouldn't say we're friends, but I have had instances where I've run into him and I've had conversations with him. What a great guy. Um, and that's why I pull for him. And he's young. I think I think that that's gonna be a positive thing for his life. Is he's young and his career is only gonna get better, and he has full support from his family and from his grandpa. And I think that they just see the good in life, and outside of just the racetrack.
Yeah, and you know, there's there's times you there's times you kind of like are as a race fan. I know I'm like, what's going to happen this week?
And
Mm.
I'm not sure. I hope
Yeah,
that I hope that people stay smart and they don't do anything crazy. I want it to be good, clean racing. It's not smart to just destroy cars, for rivalries or whatever reason. I think that that doesn't take much talent to just take somebody out. I think that you know anybody can do that, and it's just not right. And I think that every one of them are really, really talented drivers. And I think that the best way to show it is to go up there and show up and show out and show people that you have talent just by beating them.
Yeah, I I really do agree. Um, I I really do agree that you think that way. That's one of the reasons we get along so good. Um,
I think the reason that Justin and I are good friends is we've always been racing fans. We've always been supportive, yes, but we've always been super supportive on each other, and just good friends. Uh, is a good way of saying it. Like we've always supported each other, even outside of the racing environment. He's been very helpful in my life and taught me how to drive a derby car for the very first time. I will never forget that. um so I think that this is going to go well for us on this show, and I think that everyone should take the opportunity to join the family, join Justin's family here on YouTube, and he's got some special stuff cooking. So if you're a big race fan, I would definitely consider checking it out. I'm not as cool as him, but um I really think that you should just definitely check it out, to everyone tuning in here.
yeah, and so with that, um, you know, got some good things cooking, and but let's get back on subject here. So I want to cover a little bit about the quick race. Man, what a race that was!
Yeah, it was definitely fun to watch from start to finish. Boy, did Penske show up. I mean, those Fords were really, really good. At some points in the race, it was Logano and Blaney really showing up and showing the speed that they have. Blaney won stage one and Logano won stage two, and ultimately Blaney got the victory. But it really came down to the Fords and the battle of the Fords, and just all the different battles and all the different grooves and all the ways that people can move each other to get the right mind. It was pretty entertaining from start to finish.
Yeah, the quick race on Saturday is where I was going, Seth.
Oh, the truck. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Um, the truck race that was in the morning. That was pretty good too. I wasn't really shocked by the result.
No.
uh, Corey Heim, man, he is one heck of a driver. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm very, very impressed. But I think it's gonna be definitely a battle between Corey Heim and I'm gonna throw Lane Riggs up there. I think that those two are definitely leading the truck series right now.
Yeah, and as all three, all four major series, Oka, Clutch, and I think Clutch are off this weekend, so disregard what I've said. But as Oka, Xfinity, and Cup go to um Kansas this weekend, what do you expect out of the whole weekend?
I think it's going to be a great battle of a weekend, because if you look at as for ARCA, I think we got a really good idea that Brent Cruz is going to do really well with JGR, and Butterbean Queen. He's going to do very, very good too. They're going to. I think that they're really going to. The favorites of the ARCA series are going to show up, right? And as for Xfinity, like, what else can I say about Xfinity? Xfinity has been really good with racecraft, and I think that this is a good track for everyone to really show the talent that they have on mile and a halfs. You gotta say Connor Zilic is gonna be up there. Like, what am I supposed to bet against this guy? I mean, really. But I think that's just gonna come down to staying up front, staying out of trouble, and continuing to do well up front.
Yeah. Um. So with that, we have almost. hit the half hour mark. Wow.
Yeah, this episode's been going pretty fast.
But no, there's a couple more things that I want to touch on, and that is, you know, I'm a huge NASCAR fan. Seth is a huge NASCAR fan. I want to know, put in the chat this week on who your favorite driver is, and if we have talked about him or talked about that person a lot, or what you want to see more of from us on this show.
Yeah, and if we haven't talked about your driver a whole lot, we'd love to know what your favorite driver is, and we could have a conversation regarding your favorite driver and seeing what we could do. So definitely put in the chat what kind of driver you expect to that you follow or expect to win the championship or whatever, and we'll definitely discuss it. I'm sure that everyone knows that I want Ty to win a championship. That is definitely not going to happen this
Mm.
year. Not going to happen, but. Um, my old friend over there that's sitting next to me virtually, he's a big Elliott fan. Elliott's still in the running, so um, we could have a conversation regarding that. But this is gonna be a great weekend, and I think it's really gonna show who's got a lot of speed when it comes to mile and a halfs.
As we get ready to wrap up the show, um let's cover the Nines weekend. Boy, what a weekend for the Nine. He battled back
Yeah,
from
what is Chase's number one ability? Being able to be up front. Somehow, some way, wherever he starts, somehow, some way he gets up to the front. And I think with his talent and his ability, and Alan Gustafson as his crew chief, and everyone in the pit crew, they really support him. And I think that how couldn't you? He's a champion and a well deserved champion, and I really believe Chase is going to do very well. And if he doesn't do too hot in Kansas, I really think he will. But he got the Roval the following weekend, and we all know Chase Elliott on road courses, never count him out.
never counting him out.
No, you never want to count him out. He's under Hendrick Power, and he's an amazing driver, a brilliant driver on strategy as well. And um, I think it's going to be good to watch him and see him progress.
So want to go for 30 minutes even, so um but no, I I just want to give an attaboy to Colin Gillis. Wow.
Yeah,
That kid is going to turn the Cup Series on its head this year.
I think he's going to do very well. I hope that he does as good as he was in Xfinity. I'm not sure he's going to win 8 times in the Cup Series, but I think that he has a good chance to really show out, and he has a lot of great potential. And oh man, it's going to be fun to watch him. So if you're a new fan, pull for that driver. He's not only an amazing driver, but he's a really good person.
Yes, he is. Um, Anything you want to look at as we close out the show here?
No, but I gotta say a little something about the channel and how much I support Justin, and I think it's really good. And I think all the fans that or anyone that wants to put in their opinion, I think that you should enter the chat, put in the park, stay a while, send us an email, send us a chat. We can talk about it, save it, click it, send it, whatever. We're gonna make it sure that we can talk about any NASCAR news or any topic you guys want because Justin is the mastermind behind NASCAR, and I am just his co-host. And I'm glad that he sent me to do this. And I think it's going to be really fun to watch this channel grow with not only a good friend of mine, but I think we also need to discuss. And Justin has more details regarding it, but you have a giveaway out, don't you?
Yes, he he is exactly right. The giveaway will happen right here in a couple weeks on the what is today? Today is the 23rd, and it will happen the week of October 18th.
And I think that also, I think Justin and I we're going to discuss it with our schedules. But for us, when we do the giveaway, it would be really cool to have us live
Yep.
when we make the decision. When the one lucky winner wins that one special prize, and believe me, it's one of a kind, and it's not as cool as me, but it's a really cool item that you can put in your collection, so stay a while. It's only gonna get better from here.
Yes. And with that, I think we should close the show. So until next week, this has been Start Your Engines on the Full Throttle Network. Goodbye,
Goodbye, everybody.
everyone.